Welcome to New Sky TV Explosive. Shocking inside story, Guo Yuxin is a kissing scene maniac. Liu Yuhang's lips are swollen like sausages, yet he said these things recently. WeChat moments, Weibo, and Douyin have all been flooded with posts about a certain drama. That's right, it's the phenomenal hit starring Guo Yuxin and Liu Yuhang. Everyone is frantically taking screenshots, slowing down the scenes, and discussing them, not because of the dramatic plot, but because of those scenes that make viewers blush, their hearts race, and their breath catch. Kissing scenes. On set, Liu Yuhang was practically an emotionless kissing machine. His record was 9 kissing scenes in one day. 9. From the first rays of sunlight in the morning to the last light of night, his lips almost never left Guo Yuxin's lips. This wasn't filming, it was a lip marathon. And the result? After filming wrapped, Liu Yuhang's once sharply defined and incredibly sexy lips were swollen into 2 completely raw and unsightly mountain-shaped lip ridges. According to on-set staff, he even struggled to deliver his lines. Every movement of his mouth aggravated the swollen wounds, causing him to gasp in pain. But the moment the director yelled action, and the camera focused on him, the pain in his eyes instantly transformed into boundless tenderness and restraint towards the female lead. He even used this physical pain to subtly convey the character's inner torment for love, allowing us, the viewers, to deeply connect with him. What you see isn't swollen lips, but a man's restrained yet mad love to the core. He transformed pain into passion. What is this? This is a madman sacrificing his flesh and blood to art. And the culprit, Guo Yuxin? She's even more extreme. She's practically the pinnacle of detail in the world of kissing scenes. Every kissing scene she performs is a masterpiece. From the initial tentative touch, nose to nose, breath mingling, that fluttering heartbeat, to the middle, lips touching. The slight tremor at the touch, the fingers nervously gripping the other's clothes, that was the trepidation of surrendering one's heart. Then, the reddening eyes and the single tear about to fall during the final, passionate kiss, that was the relief and emotion of finally confirming each other's peace of mind. She had meticulously crafted and dissected all the subtlest and sweetest psychological struggles of a relationship, pouring them into every kiss. This wasn't just a kiss, it was a breathtaking epic love story performed with lips. What you see is the ultimate romantic pink bubble on screen. What you don't see is Liu Yuhang in a corner of the set, ice packs on his swollen lips, wincing in pain, yet instantly switching to a deeply affectionate gaze when the director called him, a testament to his professionalism. What you don't see is Guo Yuxin repeatedly communicating with the director, filming over a dozen takes for a subtle change in expression, until her lips went numb, all to convey that heartfelt emotion more precisely. This isn't artificial sweetener, this is 2 actors, with their sweat, pain, and even swollen lips, carefully crafting a vintage masterpiece for us. Mead. The initial taste is intensely sweet, the aftertaste a lingering, moving experience. This is their most heartfelt and passionate collective confession to us, the audience, through the screen. So, when we see these breathtaking scenes again, please show more understanding and respect. Don't just see the surface sweetness, see the hardship they endured for us behind that sweetness. This is what true actors are. This is true, irresistible, top-tier romance. Every kissing scene must express different emotional layers. With each additional take, she seems to get closer to the character's inner world. To put it bluntly, these kissing scenes aren't just for emotional gimmicks, but a genuine presentation after the actor's hard work. Insiders reveal that the production team, in pursuit of realism, had the actors film repeatedly, even adjusting angles and emotional expressions multiple times during filming, resulting in those delicate and moving moments on screen. Experts reveal that frequent intimate scenes are actually to portray the testing, trust, and a flutter of the heart and the slowly growing affection. The waters behind it all run deep. This isn't just a simple kiss, it's a sweet confession from the actors to the audience, crafted through their hard work. But did you know? Behind these sweet scenes lies something far more shocking than you can imagine. According to crew members, on the day of filming the 9th kissing scene, Liu Yuhang's lips were so swollen he had completely lost feeling. The makeup artist had to apply ice packs to him for a full 20 minutes before makeup could barely cover it. Even so, when the camera focused on him, the tenderness in his eyes was overwhelming. It wasn't acting, it was an instinctive reaction to extreme pain. His eyes were red, not because of the character's deep affection, but because every touch felt like being pricked by needles. Yet, he didn't utter a sound and finished filming that passionate kiss that made the hearts of girls across the internet explode. Even more suffocating was Guo Yuxin's ruthlessness. In one scene, The director had already called for a take, but she insisted on another. I don't think that look in her eyes was humble enough. Let's date again. And so, she pulled Liu Yuhang, whose lips were so swollen he couldn't speak, and filmed 5 more takes. For each take, she conveyed completely different emotions, from stubbornness to compromise, from testing to surrender. After the last take, she cried first, not because she was too immersed in the role, but because looking at Liu Yuhang's distorted lips, she felt nothing but guilt and heartache. The most shocking part was yet to come. After filming the final kissing scene, Liu Yuhang hid in a corner, applying an ice pack to his lips. Guo Yuxin quietly went over, said nothing, just squatted beside him and handed him a glass of warm water. At that moment, both of their eyes reddened. The crew said that the scene was more moving than any script. This wasn't acting, it was 2 madmen who had given their souls, using their flesh and blood to create the sweetest dream for the audience. So, next time you see these scream-inducing kissing scenes, remember, the heartbeat you see is the result of Liu Yuhang's swollen lips, the tears you shed are the result of Guo Yuxin tearing herself apart with her emotions time and time again. This isn't artificial sweetener, this is sweetness bought with pain, romance forged with flesh and blood. This is what true actors are. This is what makes it irresistible, top-tier heart-fluttering, and what's most chilling is that this sweetness bought with pain is invading the hearts of every viewer in a way you can't imagine. Haven't you noticed? Recently, those usually aloof and detached sisters in my WeChat moments have suddenly all fallen for it. They're not screaming "it's so sweet," but asking themselves the existential question at 2 a.m., why did I cry while watching them kiss? Because it wasn't just watching a play, it was being struck in the softest part of my heart by 2 actors in the most primal and savage way, through the screen. So, at 3 a.m. in the rain, Liu Yuhang, with his lips swollen and numb, and Guo Yuxin, with her eyes red and swollen from crying, fought like wounded wild animals, biting, entangled, and finally clinging to each other in the downpour. After filming that scene, every single one of the more than 20 crew members on set cried. Do you know what's most heart-wrenching? In a later interview, when asked if it was worth it, Liu Yuhang paused for 3 seconds, then said something that instantly broke the hearts of all the reporters. I was in pain, but if it made you believe in love, then it was worth it. Listen to that. What an amazing statement. So, stop asking why this drama became such a hit. Because every frame that makes you scream was earned by the actors with swollen lips, salty tears, and the cold of the night. They weren't just acting out a love story, they lived love itself, then presented their raw, burning hearts to every viewer. This is the most potent love spell that Guo Yuxin and Liu Yuhang cast on us through their numerous kissing scenes. The sweet storm, bought with pain, is destined to leave an indelible scar in the hearts of every viewer, a scar that's both sweet to the bone and painful to the core. Every kiss they share is like a gentle knife, piercing the softest part of your heart, and then, just when you're about to suffocate, softly telling you, this is love. Liu Yuhang's swollen lips, Guo Yuxin's tear-reddened eyes, are not just images, but imprints etched into your mind, unforgettable for a lifetime. This isn't just watching a drama, it's a willing, slow-acting addiction. Thank you for watching the video. See you in the next video. Thank you.